righty, South Florida. We love to hear Julie's forecast these days. Sometimes she doesn't have the best news for us, but it seems like this weekend is going to be a pleasure. Thank you to our queen of weather. Let's take a look at your roads right here. Things looking pretty nice on your roads. It's all in the green for the most part. A few areas starting to slow down. Let's start with this one down south. This is the turnpike going northbound near Southwest 268th Street. Pockets of red, nothing unusual. If this is part of your morning commute, you already know what I'm going to tell you. Take US 1 instead. Let's take you a little further north. You are seeing this here, the Don Chula Expressway, as you approach the Kendall Drive. You see a small pocket of red there. Also something pretty typical for this time in the morning. Just give yourself a little extra time if that's part of your commute. Let's take you a little further north where we're just seeing the Golden Glades interchange start to get a little busy out here. You can see your southbound lanes of 95 getting a little busy. Turnpike going northbound. Nothing to be too concerned about. It's starting to get, a little more congested, but just give yourself extra time. You could always take 441 or US 1 if you want to avoid all of this. Let's take you to some drive times. Those of you who take the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound, Lejeune Road to I-95 will take you 8 minutes. The Turnpike to I-95 will take you 18. Things still look really good out there. Be safe and buckle up.
Alexis, Eric, South Florida. But when that sun does come up, we will have a golden hour. Remember yesterday was a whole debate because it was cloudy and we had those clouds pushing on shore. But I can tell you this morning there is still some clouds lingering. There was some early morning showers. We've got some by South Miami-Dade and the Keys. But overall, that northeasterly component to the breeze has provided for temperatures to be nice and mild, very comfortable, upper 70s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. Yeah, they are about 3 degrees above where we should be, but the wind's really taking the edge off the heat this morning. Wind speeds 3 to 10 miles per hour, gusting from time to time in the teens and 20s. As for rain, a few light showers are possible as we go into the later half of the morning. It looks as though all those showers push by the Keys, and by around lunchtime, Broward, Miami-Dade, and for you in the Keys will be dry. I have rain chances sitting highest this morning, and even then, most people are going to get out the door dry, and we'll end the day mostly dry, and then we'll start the weekend mostly dry, which is all the things we've been waiting for quite some time. As for rain, there were some showers that moved through Coral Gables, but now everything is right by the upper Keys. Let's go to the tropics. So remember I talked about this area yesterday, and now the National Hurricane Center highlighting the area that could develop in the Caribbean next week. We are expecting the possibility of a wave starting to develop just past the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean. We're talking next Thursday into Friday. Lots of time to watch it. So let's take a look at your weekend forecast in 10 minutes. I'll see you then.
Hey, South Florida, we're taking a look right now at your map straight out to take a look at how slow or quickly things are moving. You can see your lanes there, southbound lanes of 95 starting to get a little slower than usual at this hour, but we're going to take you a little further down south to see all of this nasty red. Take a look at that. The turnpike going northbound. This is near Southwest 248th Street. That's where it starts, and then it just gets really congested as you move further north. Your US 1 northbound lanes are definitely a better option for you, so you don't have to sit in those very slow speeds. A little further north near the Golden Glades interchange, you do have some delays going southbound. This is as you approach the Golden Glades interchange, it starts at Ives Dairy Road, and then it just gets a little worse as you get closer to the Golden Glades interchange. You can see it's just orange for now, but typically it does get a little worse. So give yourself extra time. You can also take US 1. Let's take you to drive times here. For those of you who take the Dolphin Expressway, this is going eastbound. Lejeune Road to I-95 will take you 8 minutes. The Turnpike to I-95 will take you 22. Things starting to get a little busier out there, Eric.
Okay, Annaliese, thank you. Please.
Yes, it's a nice Friday, Julie. We are sitting in the 70s. Yeah. It feels like October for South Florida.
Finally, right? Low humidity, a breeze, 70s. Alex, Andrew, South Florida. This is the way we start our Friday and how we start the weekend. You're going to be loving it. We are noticing those dry conditions out there and that sunshine peeking through those fair weather clouds. The breeze is really to thank and also not to thank. It's bringing us, unfortunately, the rough surf in the distance for our Hollywood beach camp. You can see this is what it looks like all along our coastal beaches. It also brought us some speedy showers this morning, but it's also keeping our temperatures comfortable. We are above average right now at 76 in Miami, 78 Fort Lauderdale, as well as Key West. But that beach breeze is also taking the edge off the heat with winds at about 12 miles per hour in Fort Lauderdale. As for showers, a few light showers move through much of the morning hours, and now you're just joining us. You're not seeing much in the way of precipitation at all expected for the rest of the day and leading into the weekend. So let's go to your forecast. Rain chances highest this morning and really starting to diminish at least in the next hour. Any showers are by the Keys. So Broward and Miami-Dade highs today in the mid 80s. Lots of sunshine. Make it a date night, make it a party night, whatever you want to do, because the forecast will cooperate. We just have a few showers as you're walking out the door in Key Largo to Isla Mirada. Tropical updates in. There are two areas we are watching. This one's the one I've been mentioning for the last couple days over the central Atlantic. It's headed towards the Caribbean, has a 30% chance of development, and the models are hinting something could develop. We're talking well into next week over the Caribbean. More on your local forecast coming up.
I think Julie's having a party night. What does everybody else think? It's Friday. I feel that coming from her. That energy, that good weather out there. South Florida, your roads don't look too good for a Friday morning, but hopefully this starts to clear up soon. Let's see. You've got a lot going on out here, a lot of red, specifically here on I-75 going southbound. This is just after Miami Gardens Drive, so after the turnpike. You can see all that red right there. The good news is that it's not a very big pocket. You can see it's green, just a little pocket of red, and then once you get past it, you're in the green again. So some slight delays, but you can jump off on the turnpike to avoid this. So let's take you to another area. We're seeing some delays. 95 going southbound as you approach the Julia Tuttle. You can see here that you've got some pockets of red there. It's not fun to sit in that, so you can take US 1 or 441, or if you have the time, maybe take your coffee to go and listen to some good music, get you in that Friday mood. Let's take you a little further north. You are seeing some delays here as well. This is 95 going northbound as you approach Hillsborough Boulevard. You can see you've got one little pocket of red there. You can always take Powerline Road or US 1 if you'd like to avoid this. Let's take you over to some drive times for those of you who take 595 going eastbound, 14 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there. Hey, out.
Great.
We have a lot of things going on for the weekend. Set up your decorations, maybe have a Halloween party, whatever you want to do. I haven't been able to say that in months. So
I know.
It's
I'm
like,
grateful.
You and me both, all of us. And so with that being said, I mean, the forecast is just telling the story by itself. We've got temperatures upper 70s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West, sunny skies, dry conditions. The only issue is if you've been wanting to go get in our water. It is very rough. We do not suggest getting out on the water. Just stay off the water. Maybe dip your toes in by walking along our beautiful beaches because it's rough out there. Look at that surf. It's been rough for the past several days, actually about a week now. But the culprit is that northeast breeze. It's keeping our temperatures comfortable. We have that wind flow moving in from the northeast and our temperatures are in the upper 70s, just above average by a few degrees. But look, winds are gusting in the 20s in Fort Lauderdale, 22-mile-per-hour wind gusts in the Keys. And we're going to continue that trend. So with those very strong ocean winds, the one thing it's going to do, it's going to bring those showers that we saw earlier this morning, pushing away from the metro coastal areas now and going into the afternoon hours and bring our temperatures to highs in the mid 80s. So really a fantastic start to the day. Just a few showers again by the Keys. That's where our highest rain chances are for at least one more hour, and then we'll dry out. Let's go to the tropics. So there is this area we're watching, the central Atlantic, central southern Atlantic. It's expected to move into the Caribbean. That's when we need to turn our attention to it. We have a lot of time to watch this because models don't hit something developing until next week, possibly not until next Friday. More on your local forecast because as you heard me mention, all of the things for the weekend, you're going to be loving it. I'll have the details coming up.
We are taking you straight out to your maps. It's 8:02. Good morning. Good Friday morning, South Florida. Right now, things are pretty busy out there. There are a few things I need to point out to you. Let's take you closer here. You can see right here your north and southbound lanes of I-95. You did have an accident on 95 going northbound just after Northwest 62nd Street, or the ramp rather. It has since cleared. Over here, you have a broken down car on the Palmetto Expressway going northbound. This is at Northwest 36th Street. The right lane is blocked. You can see some orange building up there. Good news is once you get past it, you're in the green. Over here, you had an accident on 75 going southbound just after Miami Gardens Drive. Still seeing a lot of delays, but the accident has since cleared. If this is part of your commute, definitely give yourself a little extra time. Broward County, you guys are seeing some delays. I-95 going northbound as you approach or as you cross over Sample Road, Powerline Road, or US 1 are good options for you to avoid all of that red. Let's take you over to some drive times here. 595 going eastbound, 16 to 8 minutes to get you where you need to go. Still looks pretty good out there. Be safe.
Let's get your forecast ready on this Friday morning.
Yeah, we have Weather Authority meteorologist Julie Durda standing by with a look at that forecast. Hey, Julie.
Hi, Alexis. Eric, South Florida. It is beautiful out there. Calling it a fabulous Friday with lots of sunshine breaking through some fair weather clouds. Temperatures are holding steady in those mid to upper 70s, which is wonderful. And that beach breeze is being felt and keeping us under those dry conditions after those morning showers already moved onshore. So it looks spectacular anywhere you go. But boy, look how rough that surf is, playing a huge part in our forecast. Temperatures are above average average, but it doesn't feel that bad because of the breeze, gusting well into the 20s right now in Fort Lauderdale, 22-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Marathon. As for showers, my in-house model does pull a few showers still lingering down by the Keys, and that's why you're going to see a 20% chance of showers in the forecast. Really, for you in Broward and Miami-Dade, it's basically done. I just have maybe a speedy impulse maybe tonight, but the worst of the weather's already done, and we're just going to expect lots of sunshine, dry conditions this afternoon, highs in the mid-80s. Here are those showers. This is that 20% I'm holding on to over parts of Key Largo and towards Isla Mirada and moving into parts of the Florida Straits. Let's go to the tropics. We have this area in the tropics with a 30% chance of development. We'll continue to watch this as we go into the forecast. More on all this coming up.
Alrighty, South Florida, straight out to your maps here. Take a look at these areas. You've got quite a bit of red in certain areas. You can see 75 still seeing some delays going southbound, and the Golden Glades interchange not looking too good. But I would say the worst area I see right here is this, the Julia Tuttle and downtown Miami area. As you get into downtown Miami on 95 going southbound, you can see you've got quite a bit of red there. The Julia Tuttle also seeing some heavy red just across all of that bridge. You can see here speeds coming in as slowly as 16 miles per hour. So if you're heading onto the beach and you usually take the Julia Tuttle, definitely try to avoid it this morning. Maybe take the MacArthur Causeway. Instead, you just have to move a little further down south so that you can have a smoother drive this morning. You can also take the Venetian Causeway, which you take from downtown Miami. Let's take you a little further north. You're seeing some delays on 95 going northbound. You can see you've got lots of red as you cross over Sample Road. You can always take Powerline Road. That's always a really good option for you. You can see right here, Powerline Road looks good. Also, the Turnpike seeing some slight delays here. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 24 miles per hour for you on the Turnpike. So good options for you would be Powerline Road or US 1. You can take a look at US 1 right here. Looks much better for you than those two major highways. Let's take you here. 595 going eastbound, 16 to 8 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there. Alexis.
All right.